We're joined by Technasia just outside of City Nightclub, downtown Ottawa, stone's throw away from Parliament. Where did you come in from today?
I came from Miami. Just arrived from Miami. I was playing at Heart Nightclub last week. Spent the whole week in Miami under the sun, and just arrived today in Ottawa.
Do you get a little break like that every once in a while, or is it really go, go, go all the time?
It's go, go, go all the time. I like to spend time in Miami. A lot of friends there. When I tour in North America or South America, I always set base in Miami. So if I can spend like 4 or 5 days there, I try to take the time to relax a little bit and stuff. But usually, yeah, it's always on the road. When I'm not on the road, in the studio or doing a lot of work, never stop.
So it sounds like Miami's sort of a little second home. Do you have a home base that you're really based out of?
Yeah, I'm from France. I'm from Paris, but I live in Amsterdam. That's my Netherlands. That's my base. I spend the summer in Ibiza, obviously for because I play a lot there, and it's good to be there as well in the summer. When you're a DJ. And yeah, I spend like 2-3 months a year in Miami approximately. So I have like kind of 3 homes.
So it's obvious that, and most of the people I talk with, that the worst thing about touring as a DJ is the travel. What's the second worst thing?
Shit parties. No, seriously. I don't think there's a lot of bad. I mean, being tired traveling is difficult. It's not easy. When you have to play at a club and everybody's happy and everybody goes home, whatever, and you have to travel another 10 hours to go to the next gig or whatever. That's tough, but it's a work that is very gratifying. That is very good. I feel very happy to be able to do that for nearly 20 years now, to give pleasure to people with my music. So whatever the cons are, whatever the bad sides are, it doesn't matter. I think it's DJs don't have the right to complain.
Oh, I've heard a whole lot of others that have, so that's fine. You've played Canada a whole bunch. You haven't played here in Ottawa. What are you expecting tonight? And is there a vibe in Canada that's a little different than anywhere else, or is it pretty standard because what you do is what you do?
I mean, first time in Ottawa, so to be honest, I always very happy to go to Canada because the crowd is always very good. People are very welcoming. People have good knowledge of electronic dance music here because it's been for many years, obviously. Not like in the United States where, aside of like the big cities, New York, Miami, Los Angeles, whatever, like the scene is not as developed. It's developing, but it's not as developed as it is in Canada. So I'm expecting good party tonight, great vibe. And yeah, to be honest, like I just said, I like to come to Canada because the public is always very responsive. People that go to a party like tonight, they know what kind of music to expect, so they are dedicated to that kind of music. So it's not like you're being dropped in a club in Vegas full of table service or whatever with people who do not have a clue of what you're doing. So yeah, I'm looking forward tonight very much.
Now, because the radio show I do is sort of Canadian based, is there a Canadian producer or DJ that you're sort of a fan of?
Carlo Leo, obviously, is a good friend of mine. I mean, there's quite a few, but Carlo, yeah, he's the one that I would like to take out now and say, hey, he's the guy. Yeah, he's the Canadian DJ that I like very much.
Do you have any upcoming collaborations with anyone or remixes that you can talk about?
Remixes, no, not at the moment. I'm working on a few new EPs. Yeah. I'm doing something with Ultra, the festival brand. They have this new project called Resistance, which is the underground stage that they're going to host on all their Ultra festivals. So I'm working on a kind of album with them to be released next year, and a few other EPs with a few different labels.
Absolute killer stage for the last couple of years. I've loved it. The only reason you put on the feed at all. So.
Very, very good, yeah.
Speaking of festivals, BPM's been announced. We're doing coverage leading up to it. I'll be down in Mexico for 10 days. Can you announce where you're playing at?
Yeah, I'm doing a show with a Stereo Showcase with Jason Ceballos at, forgot the name of the club, like last year. And I'm doing Elro on the closing day at Blue Parrot. We're only allowed to do 2 shows, basically, over the 10 days. And that's the 2 ones that I'm going to do.
Do you get a bit of a vacation while you're down there?
Yeah, I mean, not during the BPM, obviously, because you basically go out every day. But Afterwards, I'm going to go to Tulum for 2-3 days. Yeah.
Sounds like I'd like to switch spots with you for a bit. We're up here in Ottawa. It's a little cold, and it sounds like you're coming from Miami after a week off, and I'll pay my dues and go down and do BPM. As someone who's never experienced BPM, I've been to Ultra, I've been to a lot of the major festivals in the area. Any tips for a first goer?
The good thing about BPM, and that's probably the reason why it's one of my, if not my favorite festival in the world, is that it's not like Ultra where you have big stages, like 2-3 days of like 60,000 people, 70,000 people. BPM is a completely different concept. They basically acquire that town, Playa del Carmen, and they just drop parties in some of the clubs of the town, and they have one off location which is 50 minutes away from the city where they can host, I think, 3,000-4,000 people. So it's not like there's no like wow stage, but it's just constantly the whole week you have events during the day, during the night, on the beach, in the clubs, and it's just everybody goes there with that frame of mind of relaxing, enjoying electronic dance music, being one with everybody, and it's just play completely happy moment, for all these people. So, when you go to a festival, big festival like you have in the United States or in Europe, you set your mind to go and like spread your energy all over these 2 or 3 days. But BPM is more like you go on a vacation and you enjoy electronic dance music. It's a very, very, very good festival.
I'm looking forward to it, and it's going to be a lot warmer than it is tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I wish you all the best, and have a good set tonight. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you very much.